Okay, now we have audio. So I got to repeat that all again. Okay, we're going to fly on PilotEdge, Palm Springs to San Diego, IFR route, thermal, to Julian. It's actually Victor 514 all the way down to Mission Bay, so it makes this sort of reverse sigma shape, 10,000 feet. And then we'll fly an approach when we get into San Diego, depending on what side they're landing. We'll probably take the ILS or the RNAV. We'll probably take the RNAV 27 if they're landing that way. And I've been working settings all day. And what I was saying before I realized I had no audio was that these are my optimal settings after lots of testing today. Shadows cost me 10 frames, I learned. Anti-aliasing, medium. If I go up to HDR, I have to be down to about 2 or 4 times anti-aliasing, and I just don't think in the daytime it's visually worth it. Going up to high objects cost me 5 to 10 frames from where I am now, but I just assume have them. And shadows are nice, but right now I'm getting 50 frames a second at Palm Springs with all this. And I've got the Fly AGI tweak utility on, and it's knocking down some of the minor objects just a touch. But I was getting almost 90 frames a second with everything full left in Vulkan, running the 3 screens, which is great. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're logged on to PilotEdge, and that's going to be our route. Thanks, Richard. I'm glad the audio is better. Okay. Palm Springs. Hopefully my flight plan's still active. ATIS is 124.65. Clearance 128.35. Ground 121.9. Tower 119.7. Okay. Okay, feet on the brakes, batteries on. Bus voltages are good, circuit brakes are popped, strobes are not popped, strobes on. Nav lights we're not going to need at the moment, mixture full rich, power level full forward, fuel bump to boost. And then prime and then boost. Power, 1/4 inch. Oil pressure looks good. I've put this little gauge in here. It's a little hard to read, but I can see my oil pressure is at 48 or 40. That's good. It'll come up a little bit as the engine heats up. RPM 1000 melt on. Avionics coming on.
Tower, enter a left downwind, runway 30 right, report midfield.
I forgot.
Entering a left downwind for 30 right, report midfield, 53 Golf.
On the little app that
Bakersfield
runs.
Tower, Cessna 92555, holding short runway 30 right at Bravo, ready for departure to the southeast.
902.555 Bakersfield Tower,
Gotta let it sit for a second. We'll give that a minute.
Hold short of runway 30.
Holding short runway 30 right, 555.
That's... Wait, is it telling me these are reversed now?
172 Charlie Whiskey is 10 miles to the north at 1,500.
How'd that happen?
Inbound for landing, full stop.
November 172
Okay,
Charlie
we're going to
Whiskey,
fix that
Tower,
right now.
right downwind,
I had my...
30, report midfield.
Right downwind, runway 30, report midfield to Charlie Whiskey.
I had my...
Downwind ground, Skyhawk 69 Tango Mike at Atlantic with information Romeo ready to taxi.
69 Tango Mike, going ground, runway 20 left, taxi via...
I had my screens get messed up.
Kilo.
And what that has done for us is I've got the wrong...
left, Alpha, Hotel, Charlie, Kilo for 69 Tango Mike.
902.555, runway 30 right. Actually,
GPS units on the wrong screen. So here's how we fix that. It can be a little maddening to get this thing to show just the way I want it to show.
30 right, line up and wait.
Basically, you get this sized laterally how you want
November
it.
902-555.
My mouse is going,
Got
so
you,
it
line
doesn't
up at
grab quite as well as I would like.
92555.
And it's
We're
becomes
902-555, runway
maddening.
30 right, cleared for takeoff now.
Then I,
Runway 30 right, clear for takeoff, 555.
For A15 Pop Alpha,
we'll just live with that right
taxi
now.
parking via
That's
Alpha.
fine for today. If you drag it so it's a little bit above this window, then the bottom of the bar, the top of the bar is on this screen where you can't see it, and then you don't see the white bar here, which could be a little immersion reducing.
Going to signature.
But we'll live with it for now.
Richard Romeo Alpha, taxi parking via Golf, Bravo, Foxtrot, cross runway 26.
IFR today, yes.
Golf, Bravo, Foxtrot, cross 26 left, 2 Alpha.
Okay, now we'll get our audio stock running.
November 5 Papa Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Normally I have this running before we start, but I forgot to do it today.
Is someone stepping on me, or are you guys just not listening very well? November 5 Papa Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Oh, that's chaotic sounding. He asked if people were stepping on him or just being ignored. Okay, everything's in the green on the engines. Power set, there's good. Okay, we will call clearance. Let's get the weather first, 124.65.
Tower, Epic 2348 Juliet at Kilo, ready for departure.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 34. Dew point 8. Altimeter 29088. Arriving and departing runways 31 left, 31 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course head, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
I wonder if it's
Read
windy and
back
that's why it's
all
making us
runway
move.
assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Quebec.
Quebec.
Palm Springs International Airport, 8 is information Quebec, 2053 Zulu. Wind variable at 3.
Nope.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 34. Dew point 8.
Okay,
Taxi to parking via
clearance is
Alpha.
Okay,
128.35.
understood. Thank you. Taxi via Alpha.
For 555, contact departure.
We'll see if we can get a word in
Contact
edgewise.
departure, 555.
And who's looking for taxi? I'm sorry, who's looking for, someone was calling for an IFR clearance.
Wasn't me.
Duchess 420 Mike, IFR to Riverside, Burp 8 tech route.
.402 Mike. Then
It is late there in the
clear
UK.
to the Riverside Airport. Adam 3 departure to Adam, Victor 186, and then as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 5,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 134.2. Squawk 6027.
Duchess 420 Mike, cleared to Riverside, Adam 3 departure to Adam, then Victor 186, proceed as filed, initial climb 4,000 feet, expecting 5,000, departure frequency 134.2 and squawk 6027.
Number 02 Mike, crew back correct. Number 48 Juliet, contact departure. Over departure 4 Juliet.
Bakersfield Tower, Cessna 75 to Golf.
Can't get a word in edgewise.
30 right.
Number 3, correction 53 Golf, runway 30 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 30 right, Cessna 53 Golf.
Palm Springs clearance, Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, IFR San Diego.
Number 15 Juliet Golf, Palm Springs clearance, clear to the San Diego Limerick Airport, Cathedral 1 departure to Palm Springs VOR, direct to thermal, and then as filed. Maintain 7,000, expect 10,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 127, correction 126.7. Squawk 4170.
Okay, clear to San Diego Airport, Cathedral 1 departure, Palm Springs thermal, then is filed. 7,000, expect 10 after 10, 126.7, squawk 4170, November 15 Juliet Golf.
5 Juliet Golf, read back correct.
Domain Tower, Skyhawk 69 Mike, holding short.
Okay.
Left,
Ready for takeoff, runway 29,
So,
request
first let's look up.
departure, and this is for a Cat 4 rating.
Let's get the SID here. Cathedral 1. Okay, Cathedral 1 departure. Winds are variable. See what they're going to give us. Until we know which runway we're really dealing with. What we can probably assume is that we're going to get 3-1. And we're going to be climbing 310, cross PSP Vortac R268 on Radial 268. Then turn right direct to the PSP Vortac. Then via the PSP1 onto Emerald, 10 DM, and then turn right to, holy God, complicated. Okay, well, one thing we can do is if we know what our departure is going to be, we can actually load the SID into the GPS. I think it's always good to fly them, to practice flying them by the radials. So we won't really know what we're going to get here in terms of this departure until we know what our runway is. But we know the rest of our route, and we know it's going to be PSP, so we can go ahead and we can go and that's to give us time to get some altitude as well. And then we're going to go to thermal. Which is TRM. And then as filed, and for us, we need to, this doesn't do Victor Airways, so then we go JLI. And then Cano. I think it's the fan I have in here that's making that screen move. I need a fan in here as it gets to be summer. It's too darn hot otherwise. Then Haley. Then Mission Bay, which is MZB. And then KSAN. Okay, so we've got our plan loaded. We can now cross-fill it here and do a quick map check. See if it looks at all right. It does for the most part.
Gentlemen, clearance, radio check.
Okay. Go back over to ground now, which is 121.9. Oh, let's finish our getting ourselves programmed. So we've got that program. We're going to expect 7,000 feet. And get that programmed into this heading bug, this bug here. We'll want to set our vertical climb. Standard minimum climbs, those are fine. They're below what we would normally do. So if we climb at our normal 750, 800 feet a minute will be fine, and we want to go up to 7,000 feet. We don't know what our heading is going to be yet because we don't know our departure. So then over to ground, which is 121.9. Okay, which we have. Got all quiet all of a sudden, didn't it? Palm Springs ground, Cirrus 15 Julie Golf is at signature, have Quebec, and we're ready for taxi.
For 15 Julie Golf, Palm Springs ground, runway through and left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
31 left, Whiskey Alpha, 15 Julie Golf. Okay, so that tells us what our SID's going to be. So 31 left, so we're going to climb on a heading of 310 to cross PSP Vortac 268.
37 Kilo Echo, San Luis Tower.
So we'll have this on GPS, but we're going to send this here to be VLOC. And the Palm Spring VOR is 115.5.
November 737 Kilo Echo, San Luis Tower, make straight in, runway 29er, report
Okay,
2 miles.
and we're going to cross
straight in, runway 29er, report 2
Vortac 268.
San Luis Tower,
Radial
268. I think my flight plan is already filed.
So we'll get that dialed in.
We are holding short runway 29 ready for a left downwind departure to the south.
That's 270.
Correction, 65453.
That's 268 right there.
Flight plan. I need you to check the box in the bottom right.
Then we're going to turn right.
Attempting a right.
Direct PSP. Then
I'll check it out right now. 453.
we're going to climb PSP Radial 104. To Emerald.
November 5241 X-ray, LA Tower, runway 25
So
left,
we should be able to go in here and go procedure,
25 left,
departure, Cathedral 1,
Santa Maria Tower, Skyhawk 2 Charlie Whiskey is clear.
31 left,
30.
and load it.
For 2 Charlie Whiskey, taxi to parking via Alpha, pass for the Cat 4.
Taxi park by Alpha, thanks.
That'll help us visualize that.
San Luis ground, Cowell 172.
But we're going to go direct to Emerald on a climb.
We're 172 Romeo Bravo, go ahead.
That's 10 DME, but we've got it on
Romeo
here.
Bravo's at transient parking.
And then turn right,
Zulu.
direct to PSP,
Departure for Cat 4.
and then hold until we get to 7,000 or 10K, which is our MEA for our assigned route is 9,000, so we'd hold up to 10,000 feet. All right, so that's a good complicated SID for us to fly, and we'll just do our best. We can actually put this onto.
793 Burbank Tower, enter left downwind, runway 15.
It doesn't put SIDs onto the map, but that's okay. We know where we're going, and we've got it there. Okay. 3-1 via Whiskey Alpha.
For 172 Romeo Bravo, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
172 Romeo Bravo, runway 29, taxi via Alpha.
San Luis Tower, 99951 Victor, 10 miles west.
I think we can go this way.
500 feet, landing.
402 Mike, Van Nuys Tower, cross runway 16.
Our frames have gone from 50
Charlie,
down
runway
to
16 right, clear
36,
for takeoff.
which I find interesting. Don't know
This
why.
is 402 Mike, cross runway, confirm, cross runway 16 left is approved and cleared for takeoff 16 right.
Number 16, cross runway 16 left to Charlie, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Dutchess 402 Mike, and do you want us to switch over to tower?
Yeah, you should be on the tower frequency on your own when you get close to the runway.
Dutchess 402 Mike, affirmative, thank you.
For 41 X-ray, contact departure.
Contact departure, 41 X-ray.
San Luis Tower, Cessna 65453, ready for takeoff runway 29er.
I don't ever wear sunglasses when I fly sim.
Cat 4 rating.
But you've got some good weather.
November 90951 Victor, San Luis ground, correction, San Luis Tower, make straight in, runway 29er, report 2 mile final.
Nobody coming that
Make
way.
straight in on final for runway 29, Victor 51 Victor.
For 737 Kilo Echo, runway 29er, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway
Pretty good
29er,
view
737 Kilo Echo.
of this nice
For
version of Palm Springs.
65453, have you attempted ratings today?
No, my last attempt rating was back in March, so I'm just finishing off where I left off, which was at San Luis. So I'm continuing to do the Cat 4.
For 65453, roger. The issue is that if are you filing on the website or are you filing through your Pilot plugin?
Do the Pilot plugin.
Okay, November 65453, okay, so first I'm supposed to tell you that your plugin is very far out of date, but also go to the PilotEdge.net website.
Okay.
And under like the Account Center button and all the tabs at the top, there will be one that says File a Flight Plan. That's how you need to file the flight plan so that you can check the rating box.
Copy that. Cessna 65453, I'll pull back off to the left in the run-up area, and then I'll go ahead and update that.
Thank you.
Mojave Tower, Cessna 92555, 6 miles to the northwest, inbound with Bravo.
Number 92555, Mojave Tower, enter left downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
Going a little fast here.
Report left downwind.
I would love to get the
runway
brakes on
30,
these things to be more realistic.
report midfield.
Okay, we'll come over here and do a little run-up area, a little run-up here in the holding pad.
Burbank Tower, Skyhawk 12793 on the straight in for on the straight in for 15.
For 793, runway 15, clear to land.
Okay, caps is out, seatbelts are
Mojave
set,
Tower,
cabin
Cessna
heat is set, flight
92555. Can you
controls
give me that runway again, please?
free and correct. Fuel quantity,
For
we have full
92555,
tanks.
left downwind, runway 30.
Fuel pump is to boost. Fuel selector, fullest tank.
Left downwind to runway 30.
Autopilot, we will check and disconnect. PFD is set, 7,000. We're going to fly heading 310.
72 Romeo Bravo, holding short of runway 29.
That's set. Collect GPS here, VLOC here. That's good. Brakes are on, mixture full rich. 1700 RPM.
For 02 Mike, contact departure.
Judges 402 Mike, contact departure, thank you.
Okay, full load.
737 Kilo Echo, taxi departing via Alpha.
And alternator's fine. Correct amperage.
172 Romeo Bravo, San Luis Tower.
Lights back off, pulse voltages are good.
Clear for takeoff.
Left downwind, runway
Let's
29.
go left.
Clear for takeoff. 172 Romeo Bravo.
For 7 Kilo Echo, is a pass for the Cat 2.
Go right. It's all good. Back to 1,000.
72 November Tango, ready to taxi on the northwest.
Circuit breakers are good. Okay, this is going to be a standard takeoff. We are going to rotate at 66, climb out 86, caps available at 400, flaps up, flaps 50. Then flaps up at 400. We're going to fly 310
Yeah, maybe
until we cross the 260 radial, 268 radial, then right turn to Palm Springs.
2 mile final for runway 29.
For 51 Victor, runway 29er, cleared to land.
So again, if we're just visualizing here.
Clear to land 29, 51 Victor.
And then we're going to go to Emerald, come back,
For 7
and then
Chevy
hold.
Tango, Roger, runway 17.
We're going to go to 7,000
taxi
feet.
Via Zulu, Alpha 2, cross runway 8.
And flaps
Zulu.
up 86, climb out at 96. If we lose it, we're going to be landing straight ahead below 400. Caps, immediate reaction, 400, 2,000, 2,000 feet, we'll evaluate.
Runway 8 at
Pre-flight briefing is complete. Aileron trim is set. Elevator trim is set. Flight instruments are good. PFD, everything's set the way we want it. Flaps 50. Fuel pump is to boost. Fullest tank, mixture full rich. Landing lights are on. Doors are latched. Time is 5:31. And switching over to tower. Tower is 119.7. And then we're going to go to departure frequency is 126.7.
412-793 taxi to parking.
Okay.
Charlie.
And then I'll look at the chat once we're established in the hold or on our way. So bear with me. Palm Springs Tower, 15 Juliet Golf, holding short 31 left at Whiskey, ready to go.
November 15 takeoff, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, 15 Juliet Golf.
Mojave Tower, Cessna 92555, reporting midfield on left downwind for runway 30.
For 902-555, rudder, runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 0, clear to
Nobody
land.
coming down range, or on final, nobody down range. Center line. Power, feet off the brakes. RPMs as expected, engine instruments are in the green, airspeed is alive. On the center line, we have 50 knots before 50% of the runway. Rotate. Pitch for 86. Okay, there's 86.
Vector taxi to parking via Alpha, this frequency.
Taxiing via Alpha, this frequency, 51 Vector.
Okay, 400 feet, caps available, flaps coming up. Pitch for 96.
Or 15 Juliet Golf, contact departure.
Going to departure, 15 Juliet Golf.
Mike, your quick direct Elmo.
He's a little loud for me.
Direct Elmo 402 Mike.
Adjust those sound volumes.
Our 767 Charlie, Lima, roger. Clear direct Limy, cross Limy, at or above 4,000, cleared RNAV, runway 24, approaching to Fullerton.
Clear to Limy, cross Limy at or above 4,000, clear RNAV.
Okay, we're looking for this to center.
7 Charlie Lima.
Departure Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, 1,400 on the Cathedral 1.
Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, still call departure radar contact, line maintain 10,000.
10,000, 15 Juliet Golf.
Charlie, I'm going to check direct Haber for the RNAV runway 24, actually a little too far past Limy.
Direct Haber, 7 Charlie Lima.
767 Charlie,
okay, we're coming up here.
Haber at or above 4,000.
To our radial.
And with correction, we can make it at or above 3,000. 767 Charlie, clear direct Haber, cross Haber at above 3,000, cleared RNAV runway 24, approaching to Fullerton.
Clear, cross Haber at 3,000, clear for RNAV, runway 24, 7 Charlie Lima.
Number 2348 Juliet, and right heading 180.
You can see there are radials starting to come in here.
Citation 388 Kilo Tango, turn left heading 070.
You can see out this window where they want you to climb.
070, stay Kilo Tango.
Number 4620 Papa, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Okay, then once we get to that radial,
28.1, 20 Papa.
climb your right, turn to Ermid. Okay. 089 is our new heading.
Number 402 Mike, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
SoCal approach 135.4, Dutchess 402 Mike.
And we would be flying outbound on the 104 radial.
SoCal approach 4620 Papa 5000.
Number 4620 Papa, SoCal approach, John altimeter, John altimeter 3002. Break, United 1448, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
SoCal approach, Dutchess 402 Mike with you, 5000.
Okay.
Dutchess 402 Mike, SoCal approach, the Riverside altimeter 2999, advise you have Quebec and say approach request.
Dutchess 402
So we're on our way to PSP
we have
next.
Quebec and stand by for approach request.
Supposed to go direct
PSP. 1448 Los Angeles Center, roger.
So if we wanted to go direct PSP and we're still flying
Number 2348 Juliet, turn right heading 210, join the runway
with
24
VORs,
localizer.
we would just center the needle.
Right to 210, join the runway 24 localizer for Juliet.
Number 2348 Juliet, my apologies, that's probably going to put you through the localizer. Turn right heading 270, join the runway 24 localizer, and descend to maintain 3600.
Check the chat.
Right to 270, join the localizer down to 3600 for Juliet.
Citation 380 Kilo Tango
402 Mike, we'd prefer a visual 27 for Riverside.
You can mix live traffic with PilotEdge, but they don't want you to do it
Citation 388 Kilo Tango
because they're trying to give you a real separation.
Speed.
Sequencing and the rest. Good view of the airport down there.
Citation 388 Kilo Tango, roger. Can you do speed 180 for me?
Yeah.
Okay, once we cross Palm Springs VOR, then we're going to be on the 104 radial.
No problem, 180, stay good.
And just keep trimming here for our climb as we gain altitude.
Number 2348 Juliet,
Lean
2
for
miles
max
from
power.
Cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
Cleared ILS 24 approach, 234 Juliet.
We could just have the autopilot fly the SID, but this is more fun.
Citation 388 Kilo Tango, turn left heading
Side monitors
330.
are 1080p.
330.
Hi from Austin. I updated all my drivers before Vulcan just to be sure I was doing it right.
402 Mike C, you wanted the visual approach from
All right, I'm
Riverside?
going to go back to paying attention to my
402 Mike, affirmative.
SID here for a second.
Alright, 27 work for you.
Okay, once we get to this, we are
402 Mike, affirmative.
Roger, you can expect
climbing
that.
direct on the 104 radial to Emerald. So we're coming up, we'll watch for this flag to flip, and then we'll go 104.
Number 767 Charlie, I'm going to contact Fullerton Tower, 119.1.
Contact Fullerton Tower, 119.1. 7 Charlie, 1, thanks for your help.
Again, we're climbing 10,000. So we might have to come back to Palm Springs, maybe make another turn. We'll see.
Headed 1448, contact SoCal approach, 132.37.
All right, here comes
2348 Juliet, maintain max, maintain your best
comes
forward
Palm
speed
Springs.
until a 4-mile final.
Maintain best forward speed.
And then we'll be out on the 104 radial as soon as this
Station
flips.
388 Kilo Tango, just going to maintain 4,000.
4,000, ain't good thing.
SoCal approach, United 1448, flight 17,000, Hollywood 1 arrival with
Kilo
Papa.
Tango, turn left heading 210.
210, good thing.
Okay.
Citation 388 Kilo Tango, 6 miles from Escon, maintain 4,000 until established in localizer, cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
Let's flip from.
And cleared ILS 248 Kilo Tango.
So we're really flying the SID both with the VOR radials and with the GPS. We've got the GPS on COM 1, we've got this on COM 2, or NAV 1 and NAV 2. I think it's just good practice.
Number 234
Graphics
Juliet,
are looking
contact
good.
Palomar Tower, 118.6.
We're getting 47 frames right now.
118.6.
Vulcan is awesome. Okay, now we're going to climb to Emerald,
SoCal approach,
and we're still going up to 10,000. Once we're at 10,000, we can go direct
3002 United
to
1448.
thermal.
Number 69 Tango Mike, contact
We're
SoCal
not
approach,
there yet.
135.4.
Got to be careful too when you're climbing,
354,
not to stall the
Tango
airplane.
Mike, my mistake. It's actually 134.2. Contact SoCal 134.2.
134.2, 69 Tango Mike. SoCal approach, Skyhawk, 69 Tango Mike, 4,000.
Skyhawk 69 Tango Mike, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 3000.
On our way to Emerald.
Information X-ray and safe approach request.
Once we get to
I
Emerald,
have information X-ray 3000 and the
which is
ILSZ
10
runway
DME.
8, 69 Tango Mike.
This gives us a distance right here.
69 Tango Mike, roger.
Tells us our radial and our distance. So once we get to 10 DME, that's Emerald in case we didn't have GPS. Then we're going to make a right turn direct back to Palm Springs.
69 Tango Mike, fly heading 300, vectors Alice runway 8, final
and
approach
enter
course.
a hold there, and coming from that side, we'll just go direct entry into that hold. If you look here,
300 and 3,300, 69 Tango Mike.
we can make this, oops, that's a little fat, isn't it? There we go, let's clear that. Since we're coming this way, we go direct into the hold. We don't have to make any kind of a turn. And we're getting a little off our SID. Let's get back on the right heading. We got 6 miles to go to Emerald, and we got 2,500 feet. We can climb fast enough, we might be able to get to 10,000. Well, let's see. We're going to be there in 2 minutes. We could maybe put 2,000 feet on it and be close. Probably be right about the time that we turn.
CSPDF, contact SoCal approach 124.35.
Not quite. We might start to make the turn and then be cleared to thermal. So we'll just be ready to do that here.
Citation 388 Kilo Tango, contact Palomar Tower 118.6. Bye bye.
18.6, 8 Kilo Tango, okay.
Okay, I've got a minute here to check the chat. Orbix, Florida is awesome. The airports, I don't really know because I don't think it has a lot of airports in them.
Number 69 Tango Mike, 6
Orbix, Florida is really objects, the underlying network of roads, terrain, and the ortho scenery.
Mike, could you repeat?
I don't believe it has airports.
69 Tango Mike, turn right heading 050.
Hey Ronnie, good to see you. This isn't Orbix, Frank. This is just ortho scenery that I burned.
Call sign on the readback, sir.
This is just Orbix scenery. This is just ortho scenery that I made myself.
6 miles from Buddy, maintain 3,300 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 8 approach.
Maintain 3,300.
Okay, keep landing the airplane for maximum power.
Localizer, cleared ILS runway 8, 69 Tango Mike.
Little off our radial here. Getting close to Emerald. 8,900. We might make 10,000 before we get to Emerald and be able to bail out of this and go direct thermal.
And 1448, do you want the north side or the south side?
We'll take south side, United 1448.
So again, if you're visualizing,
at 1448, roger.
we're going to come to Emerald.
25 left approach.
And if, as soon as we're at 10,000, we can go direct to thermal.
Okay, function at a 2237, 5,000.
It'll be close.
Yeah, to 2237, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 13,000.
13,000, yeah, to 2237.
Sure is smooth. 44, 45 frames.
Station to maintain November
great.
Tango, 3,600, climbing 5,000.
We're slowing a little too much. All right, so we'll start our turn with the procedure. So once we get to Emerald, once we get to 10 DME, we'll make this so it's, we'll start this turn.
Number 17, November Tango, you departure radar contact, climb maintain for level 220.
Up to 220, 17 November Tango.
We only have another 400 feet to go and then we can go direct thermal. Smooth as silk. So we can just center this direct.
Tango Mike, you appear to be through the localizer. Just verify you're joining the localizer from runway 8.
We're at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm joining the localizer.
So now we can turn and we can go direct thermal.
Roger.
I'm reading his departure, actually, SoCal departure, Winnie 203 Golf on the K301, 6,200, coming 7,000.
Huh. Don't know why I did that.
Winnie 203 Golf, SoCal departure, radar contact, line maintain 90,000.
Line maintain 90,000, Winnie 93 Golf.
Blew the whole thing away. Don't know why I did that. But we're direct thermal now, because we're at 10,000 feet.
15 Juliet Golf, quick direct thermal.
Direct thermal, 15 Juliet Golf. He saw me making the turn. Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Right now, we'll get the airplane stabilized. We'll run our cruise checklist. We want to go for about 75% power. Way up here at 10,000 feet. That could be wide open throttle. So the only reason not to run wide open throttle is that you don't want it to be that loud. And we want to be running
21903 Golf, clear direct thermal. I maintain 10,000.
Direct thermal.
Cool of
PEGT.
Full. Inbound at Sega. 5241 X-ray, roger.
Like right in there, if we're going to run max performance for speed. That's pretty good. And it's bumpy up here.
402 Mike, roger.
We've got turbulence all of a sudden. Fuel pump off. And again, make sure we like where our mixture is set. And we're going to go ahead.
Dutch 402 Mike, grid visual approach runway 27, contact Riverside Tower 121.0.
And from a fuel flow perspective, we'd be about
tower on 121.0, Dutch 402 Mike, thank you.
Gallons per hour, which is about where we are. All right, so let's put on the autopilot because this is getting bumpy.
24.9er, unit 1448. Number 69 Tango Mike, Sec Burbank Tower 118.7.
From the autopilot's doing what we expect it to do. It is seeking.
SoCal approach, United 1448, 8,600, IR left, 25 left.
And
1448 SoCal approach,
trying to get us down
United 2237, contact Los Angeles
to 10,000 feet with the altitude.
135.5, United 2237.
And we're at thermal in a minute. And once we're at thermal, now it seems to have loaded it up. There we go. And once we're at thermal, we pick up Victor 514.
Yeah, 2237 LA Center.
That was good. A little sit practice was good.
Sky 4620 Papa, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
Coming down to 10,000 feet, at least it's trying to. I just switched tanks a minute ago. Go ahead and put it to a 30-minute timer. And with the
approach, Cessna 4620 Papa 5,000 feet.
Cessna 4620 Papa, SoCal approach, the San Diego Lindbergh altimeter 3004. Advise you have Juliet and say approach request.
Stand by.
Trying to get us to 10,000. Let's try it. And there's thermal VOR, so now we're going to turn on Victor 514. And it's bumpy. Ortho scenery looks good. No stutters, 52 frames, 3 screens, almost max objects, 8x anti-aliasing.
That's star 5241
you gotta love
John Wayne Tower 126.8.
what's going on with X-Plane.
Contact Cowell 126.8, 01 X-ray.
All right, we got some traffic coming up. Way above us and way below us. I don't know what that no plan is. That Sting traffic would be military traffic.
15 Juliet Golf, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
LA Center 128.6, 15 Julie Golf. Always wait a minute, make sure that you don't step on anybody. Got the Salton Sea, I think, over there. LA Center, Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, 10,000.
Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, Los Angeles Center, the Palm Springs altimeter 2988.
88. Okay. Cruise checklist is complete. Let's see what the chat has to say. Yeah, Frank, right now I use these, but every once in a while I'll turn this one on. I've taken the other one out, but sometimes I fly an airplane that has one GNS and one GPS unit and one traditional radio.
Papa, Roger, you can expect that.
So that's why I keep this in here, so I can simulate that. There's a couple of Pipers that I fly every once in a while that are like that, and most of the Cessnas that I fly have a single GPS unit. The Cirrus that I fly has dual. Has two 430s.
Yeah, the 2237.
Why I keep the 430 is the primary and the 530 is the secondary.
133.2 out of 2237.
Need O2 above 10,000 ASL. No, you're okay at 10,000. 12,000, you need to start using O2.
Yeah, 2237 Los Angeles Center, Roger.
You're going to be over 12,000 for more than 30 minutes. Most people would, at 10,000 feet, probably be at least wearing a pulse oximeter. I would be. Direct button deleted my flight plan. Well, but it came back, so I'm not quite sure what happened. But direct can delete your flight plan.
72 November Tango, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
Fix your glare shield. Stu, as soon as I can get some leatherette. I've got the foam. I went out to buy some new leatherette a while ago. It's not a hard thing to do. And I walked into a fabric shop down the street, which I did not know was a very sweaty fabric shop. And I suggested to them that I could buy leatherette there, and they were horrified, frankly. Horrified. But we've got a 9-knot tailwind right now, so we're doing a true airspeed of 163 knots. Ground speed 155. Displayed or indicated is 136 knots. But anyway, I said, hey, where's your leatherette? And the woman said, we only sell cotton-based materials. And I said, wow, well, unfortunately I can't make my glare shield out of cotton-based materials. So then I looked where the nearest Joann's fabric was, and it was further away than I wanted to drive, so I just bailed on it. And now everything's closed. So we're living with this. But if you spend any time in training aircraft, it wouldn't be unusual to
1448, contact
see a
Los
glare
Angeles
shield in this condition.
120.95.
You can't use the Frank asks, can you use the 530 on airplanes where you don't have one? You can't out of the box, but if you go into Plane Maker, you can change what radio units are in the plane. And as long as you're not using the real cockpit, the 3D cockpit, which I'm obviously not, it doesn't matter. So there's another Cirrus model out from Carenado that I was trying to see if I could get to work in the sim well. And it turns out I can't delete enough objects to get the views like this. There's always a piece of doorway or something in the way. But anyway, I had two G1000s in it, and I was able to take those out and add a 430 to 530, and they work just fine. You just have to be able to pop open the screens and drag them where you want. So if you feel okay, if you feel okay with messing with Plane Maker, you can do it.
Just verify your destination for me real quick.
Okay, let's start thinking about what our procedure is going to be when we get there.
Thank you.
So we're staying ahead of the airplane. San Diego, first of all, let's get the critical numbers. I always like to have them written down so I don't have to look. ATIS 134.8. Tower 18.3, ground is 123.9.
Number 2193 Golf, contact Los Angeles Center, 128.6.
Minutes to destination. Good, it'll be just in time for me to make family virtual cocktail hour tonight. So we've got our frequencies, and we can look at the most recent METAR, 310 at 11. So they're going to be landing 27. So let's start thinking about what procedures we're going to want.
Ocala, Christian Los Angeles Center, roger. The Palm Springs altimeter 2988. 88, time to go.
And if they're going to be landing 27, there are a couple of RNAVs. They'll give us the visual, but let's see what the difference is between the ILS-Y and the ILS-Z. Well, those are both 9. So for 27, we've got a localizer approach. It's been a while since I've flown a localizer approach. That'd be fun. So it would probably be Lindy, Vita, pick up the localizer, and then with a localizer approach, it's like an ILS, but you just have the localizer, so you only have the lateral guidance. Your vertical guidance needs to be stepped down. So you can see on the chart here that we'd come in probably 5,000 to Lindy, and then down to 4,000 by the time we got to Vita, and then down to 36, and then at 27, and then down to 2, and then we would go down to our, and in this case, we'll have an MDA, a minimum descent altitude. That's the lowest you can descend without visual contact to the runway environment.
Would 12000
in
work
this
alright for
case,
you?
our missed approach point is
219 Golf, I maintain
a
12000.
DME,
I maintain 12000, 2293 Golf.
1.3 from the Wilbur. It gives you some sense about what your time is to the missed approach point. So for us, we'll be doing 90 knots. We'll have 3 minutes and 28 seconds. From Rebo to the missed approach point. We'll have the DME on here. But yeah, so let's,
Number 17 November now, cross 40
we're way away from talking to those guys, but let's get ready to request the localizer.
Mission Bay at 10,000 feet, San Diego Lindbergh altimeter.
And let's just make sure that we're capable to do all this.
40 miles east of Mission Bay at 10,000, 72 November Tango.
The runway's going to be closed Tuesday to Saturday, early in the morning. Not going to matter for us. We're good here. We're Cat A. Minimums are fine. Weather there is good. So there's no reason we can't fly this approach. We have GPS. Just gave us the ATIS 134.8.
CSPDF, contact Montgomery Tower, 119.2.
So we'll keep that there. In fact, we can put that on the chart, on the map, if we do this with ForeFlight, presuming we're going to get that. And based on your time and distance away, it tells you the ATIS. We're 26 minutes away. I probably wouldn't get it quite at 26 minutes, but maybe we can go ahead. I'll wait till 20 minutes and then I'll do it. You kind of, for me, I kind of try to guess when they're going to hand me off to the next controller, because it's nice to tell that controller that you have the weather. See the scenery here? And out here we're getting 55 frames per second, which is great. All right, let's see what we have here in terms of chat. I didn't delete the fuselage. I deleted all the interior stuff. If I delete the fuselage on this, the cowl and the prop go away. The vents have daylight on them. It looks like it. No, it's just the projector casting light. It does help the immersion a little bit, doesn't it? Of course, a Cirrus doesn't have those vents, but that's okay. Stu's wife thought it was real. Well, that's good. An F-18 cockpit, Stu, that'd be great. That'll be cool. For DCS, that'll be great. I'd love somebody to help me get good at DCS. I just feel like I'm crowding my brain with one more airplane, and I got to try to pay attention to the one I actually fly in the real world. Okay, so I'm going to ask him, tell him we're going to go to weather. Center 15 Juliet Golf.
Yes, sir.
Now we're going to switch over and pick up the San Diego weather.
Roger, when you come back, you can actually contact SoCal approach 119.6.
Okay, SoCal, that was 119.6?
Hey, affirmative.
Okay, Wilco, thanks. That would be Romeo. That would be PilotEdge's distortion feature. Okay, I got all that. 2986, so it's 300 at 11, gusting 15. Visibility to 10, clear 26 and 8, 2986. Okay.
Departure radar contact line.
He told us to go over to SoCal approach on 119.6.
Number 4620 Papa, turn left heading 09.
Okay, coming up Juliet VOR, that's our next waypoint. Julian VOR, Juliet.
What's that frequency again, please?
You can see here.
Air 4620 Papa, the frequency 124.35.
124.35, left 090.
SoCal approach, Cirrus 15, Juliet Golf, 10,000.
Cirrus 15, Juliet Golf, SoCal, the Limburg altimeter 3004.
3004. That's very different than what I heard. But let's dial it in. Wrong one. There we go. We'll have to adjust our altitude. The G5 gauge that Tom Sui makes is really, really great. It's got a flight director. It's got everything going on. It tells us what our GPS status is, what our altitude bug is, our heading bug. It's really cool. Ground speed. He makes good gauges. All these are gauges by Tom Sui. I love the wet compass. He even shows what radio you're on. Okay, Julian VOR, making our turn.
4620 Papa, 5000.
That's the 4620 Papa, SoCal approach, roger.
Okay, we got traffic way above us. We got traffic way below us. If it's Sting and Bone, they are fighter jets. I don't think we'll be able to see them. They're usually pretty hard to see. They're following a military training route. Ooh. They just climbed very quickly. They just went from behind us and below us to way above us. That's funny. They're directly behind us. Well, I'm glad they decided.
Approach request into San Diego.
We're going to request the Localizer 27.
15 Juliet Golf, roger. You can expect that, and actually, turn right heading 200, vectors out, Localizer runway 27, final approach course.
Okay, can we actually request a full approach from Lindy?
15 Juliet Golf, roger. In that case, clear direct Lindy.
Okay, direct Lindy, 15 Juliet Golf. Might as well get the practice for flying the full approach. Okay, procedure, select approach. We're going to go to the Localizer 27. We've been cleared to Lindy so we can activate the approach. Activate it. I'll load that down here for y'all to see. Okay. Cool. And since we're working this,
Southwest 213, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
I can actually go to this.
125.27, Southwest
Tell what
213.
procedure I'm flying. Localizer 27 from Lindy.
2193 Golf, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
Add that to the route. I can delete that. And now it has us flying the approach. So pretty soon he's going to start taking us down. I know that Victor doesn't. We'll just do this. Direct 2. There we go. Okay.
SoCal approach, Moody 203 Golf.
So let's brief the approach.
Moody 293 Golf, SoCal approach, roger the monk.
This is the Localizer 27, San Diego. ATIS is 134.8.
240.
We've got that set. SoCal approach we're talking to right now on 119.6. Lippert Tower is going to be 118.3. That's probably our next handoff, so let's go ahead and dial that in. Ground will be 123.9. Our localizer frequency is going to be 110.9. 110.9. Okay, good. It's showing up on the DME. That's good. What was our barometer? It was 3004. Once in a while, my barometer resets. Okay, 110.9, we've got that dialed in. We've got that there, okay. And we've got final approach course is going to be 275. We can go ahead and bug that because we're not going to be getting vectors. Once we pick up the localizer, we'll switch over to VLOC mode and give up the GPS. Minimum altitude of Rebo is going to be 2,000. Our MDA, boy, I did it again. I don't know what gets it. It's something about the plug-in for these audio panels, because when I'm not using them in VR, it doesn't do it. It doesn't have to do with active sky.
November Tango, contact SoCal approach 124.
Bumpy over the mountains. Okay, we shouldn't get interrupted briefing this approach. Minimum altitude, our MDA is 680. It's not a decision altitude. We fly it until we're at that altitude, then we level off.
Golf, send maintain 9,000.
9,000, 15 Juliet Golf.
Approach, citation 72 November Tango, 1010,000, like to request an approach.
Number 72 November Tango, SoCal approach.
It seemed like to descend like a bat out of hell. I don't know why.
3002, go ahead.
But it just like tanks you.
Yeah, I would like to fly RNAV approach 28 right from
If I hit this to try to see what the... They set it at 500 feet per minute, it doesn't like my doing that. So I sort of just hand guide it down to the assigned altitude.
Was that from Backle, you said?
Roger, Bravo Alpha Kilo Echo Lima.
For 17 November Tango,
come on, take me down to 9,000. This turbulence has us all over the place.
Clear direct Backle, 72 November Tango.
Taking us all over the place.
Number 15 Juliet Golf, turn right heading 250. Best vectors for traffic.
Right 250, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay, 250.
Citation 72 November Tango, turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 7,000.
Left 220, descend and maintain 7,000, 17 November Tango.
Come on, turn off nav mode. There we go. Not as easy to use as the actual autopilot in the real world. Okay. So we're flying 250.
213, contact Los Center 124.62.
Our MDA is going to be 680, touchdown sea level. Missed approach, climb 2,500 on heading 275 outbound to the Mission Bay VOR. Radial 255.
Yeah, 2237, contact Oakland Center, 127.45.
And hold. So we'll visualize that, and for that hold, we'll be making a
Southwest 213, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 390.
And just to see our step downs, we'll be down to 5,000 by the time we're at Lindy. And then we've got down to 4 down to 20, and then finally to 680. Okay.
Citation 72 November Tango, descend maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000.
Just as a reminder, we're going to be flying over a lot of buildings. Some of those towers are marked.
And citation 72 November Tango, cleared direct Backle, cross Backle at or above 5,000, cleared RNAV, runway 28 right approach to Montgomery.
Track backle, 5,000, at or above 5,000, cleared RNAV approach 28 right into Montgomery 72 November Tango.
Trying to get it to take me down to 9,000 feet. It has me hovering right around 9,100.
Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, turn left heading 180, descend to maintain 6,000.
Left 180, 6,000, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay, let's hand file it and fly this. This is getting too chaotic for my taste. Down to 6,000 we go. Flew through our heading. I was watching my altitude. Boy, the turbulence is really chaotic. That's okay.
15 Juliet Golf, contact SoCal approach, 124.35.
124.35, 15 Juliet Golf. SoCal approach, Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, 8,700, descending 6,000. We're on the Localizer runway 27, San Diego.
Cirrus 15 Juliet Golf, SoCal approach. You're clear direct Lindy, cross Lindy at 6,000, cleared Localizer runway 27 approach.
Okay, clear direct Lindy, cross Lindy 6,000, cleared for the Localizer 27, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay.
Number 4620 Papa, turn right heading.
I don't know if you can see what's going on with my
we're turning 210.
vertical speed indicator, but it's just all over the place with this turbulence.
Turn right 210, 20 Papa.
072 November Tango, maintain 6,000 for me. I have traffic out there. Apologies. Maintain 6,000.
Roger, maintain 6,000, 17 November Tango.
Boy, it's really just killing me. Let's try this. See if it can take me down to 6,000 without putting me in a massive dive again. That's doing okay. It's trying to put me in a massive dive.
Number 219,
handling better than last time.
Down to 7,000, money 219, go.
Number 4620 Papa, safe speed and what pseudo you'll be flying along the Localizer.
90 knots, 20 Papa.
Number 15 Juliet Golf, maintain 90 knots.
90 knots? 90 knots, 15 Juliet Golf.
Affirmative.
Wow. Now we really got to slow down. 90 knots. Holy cow.
Sky 4620 Papa, 7 miles
This is
from
getting technical.
Beachy, maintain 3,800 until established in Localizer, cleared Localizer runway 27 approach.
Maintain 3,800, cleared Localizer 27 approach, 20 Papa.
And center, citation 72 November Tango.
Okay, we're in approach mode.
Established,
coming down to 6,000. We're trying to slow ourselves down.
Citation 72 November Tango, roger. Cleared RNAV runway 28 right, final correction. Cleared RNAV runway 28 right approach.
Cleared RNAV 28 right approach, 72 November Tango.
Okay, it's getting rough. Coming down to Lindy.
Santa Barbara departure, Skyhawk 172, Charlie Whiskey.
Slowing down to 104 knots.
4,000 feet.
90 knots is really slow for us.
172 Charlie Whiskey, Santa Barbara
We'll
departure, radar
put,
contact.
we don't need to put the flag.
4620 Papa, I don't give it to you.
Slow enough. I'm going to put flaps in.
The Localizer, then you cleared Localizer runway 27
That'll help
approach.
us keep our stall speed a little lower.
Localizer 27 approach to the 20 Papa.
Number 17 November 2,
Trying
contact
to come
Montgomery
down to
Tower,
6,000.
9.2.
Okay, once we're past Lindy, we go down to 4,000. It's not coming down very easily. I can't look at the chat right now. I'll have to look at it in a bit. Thanks for understanding. once we're at Lindy, we can go down to 4,000. Just tell this to keep going down to 4.
And SoCal departure, good afternoon. VHSGE is checking in out of 1,600 for 3,000.
VHSGE, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 8,000.
Climb maintain 8,000, VHSGE.
Come on, why are you doing that to me? Okay. Looks like we're out of the turbulence, so let's cancel the autopilot, because it wants to have us crater. Look, we've got the jet plane effect coming off our wings. Okay, coming down to 4,000 feet. Trying to keep it slow at 90 knots for him. Once we're at Vita, we can go down to 3,600. That's our next altitude. Come on, trim, trim, trim.
Or 293 Golf, turn left heading 200.
Left 200, money 293 Golf.
Yeah, sometimes with this autopilot, I don't know what it's going to do. But you know, autopilots are like that in the real world too. Okay, we're coming down to 90 knots. There we go.
Number 4620 Papa, contact Lippert Tower, 118.3.
Contact Tower, 118.3.
Then we're going to go down to 3,600 and look to pick up our localizer.
Number 2193 Golf.
Tower is going to be 118.3. Let's get ready for that.
Number 293 Golf. Verify you have Charlie at Brown and safe approach request.
Vita. Now we can go down to 3,600.
I'd like to request the VOR Alpha from Mission Bay.
Roger, I have your request, Tim.
Things are starting to stabilize here. Got the localizer, so that's good. Nope, not yet. Let's see. Yeah, we do. We got it right there. Perfect. He wants us a little faster. 90 knots. Oh, 3,600. Don't boast our altitude. Power for that part of the flight.
Number 2193 Golf, clear direct Mission Bay, across Mission Bay at or above 4,000, cleared VOR Alpha approaching to Brown.
Clear direct Mission Bay, cross Mission Bay at or above 4,000, cleared VOR Alpha approach into Brownfield 903 Alpha.
Getting very slow. That was dangerous. So task saturation, trying to manage altitude, trying to manage speed, trying to manage the next step down. That's exactly what happens and guys get in trouble flying IFR. That's why we practice. Okay, we're VLOC mode now. We want our course to be switching tanks, coming down. Our next altitude is 2,700. Go flaps. And our course is going to be, again, 275.
VHSGE, turn left heading 300.
Turn heading 300, VHSG.
There we go. Get this so we're not looking at distracting things. Although if we were to be flying the missed approach course,
SoCal departure, Skyhawk 5001, 112,000.
we'd be doing the Mission Bay VOR, which is 117.8.
Skyhawk 50011, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 4,000.
The Radial 255. Okay, let's get back on our localizer. Here at CJE, we should be 2,700. 200 feet to go.
Join Victor 186 westbound, resume on navigation.
260, join Victor 186 westbound,
Okay,
resume
2,700. Okay, landing checklist. Autopilot is off, power is where we want it. Oh. There we go, descent is set, 2,700. Level it off. We've got flaps 50. Okay, we are configured for landing. We are below the theoretical glide slope.
Julian, contact Lippert Tower 118.3.
Go to tower 118.3. 15 Julie Golf. Lippert Tower, Cirrus 15 Julie Golf is on the localizer 27.
Cirrus 15 Julia Golf, Lippert Tower, good afternoon. Runway 27, clear to land, wind 30011.
Clear to land 27, 15 Julie Golf. Great. Okay, we can go down to 2,000 now.
23 at hotel, continue to parking, have a wonderful day.
Cross 23 at hotel, continue to parking, good day, 17 November Tango.
We are configured, we are bugged. We're going to fly out on 275 heading. If we go missed, our next step down is 2,000 for Rebo. We're below the glide slope. We have the correct things loaded. We're established. We're displaying the right frequencies. We're ready to go. Okay, we're going to just fly this now. I'm not going to try to look out the window. Rebo, final approach fix. That's why I run that configured bug below loaded established displayed checklist. Go to 2,000 feet. We're at 90 knots, which is right where we should be. Coming to 2,000. And we can bring our power up 50% until we hit Rebo. That's also a DME of 6.5. Okay. We have a LNAV approach running over here, so we could actually be flying this
Lippert Tower 20 Papa
if we wanted.
Runway 27 and Bravo 10. Going to
on the GPS, but we're using the radios.
Sky Cruiser Papa taxi to commuter ramp via Bravo, monoground 123.9er. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a nice day. Taxi Bravo 20 Papa.
Okay, past Rebo. Now our final is 680. About 700 feet.
San Luis ground Pilatus 35583 is parked at the west hangars with information Yankee. We'd like VFR to the east at 9,500.
90 knots is right where we want to be.
San Luis ground, are you looking for a flight following?
Yeah, you know what, we'll take flight following, 583.
Roger.
We're headed to Lima 70.
Little changes.
Roger.
Try not to chase the needle too much. Chasing it a little bit. 11 knot crossing tailwind from here.
583, say aircraft type and requested a correction and 9,500 will be your cruise.
Close. Coming down to 1,200, 600
that is
go.
Correct,
500
9,500 cruise, and we're in a Pilatus PC-12, 583.
This way just a little bit. I can tell there's buildings in my peripheral vision, but 1,000 feet, 300 to go. 90 knots, right where we want to be. 700.
35583, departure frequency 120.55,
And 700 feet.
1642.
Okay, departure's on 20.55, we'll squawk 1642 for Pilatus 583.
Ground tower, 293 Golf on the VOR Alpha, request landing 26 right.
Okay, 700 feet, look out. Okay, we've got the runway environment. We're going to go ahead and land. Let's keep the flaps in here in case we had to go around for some reason.
North of field right down runway 26 right, report to circle.
Report my circle north,
the scenery looks good, doesn't it?
Right, windy 293 Golf.
Lindbergh Tower 20 Papa, was that a pass for the I-8?
Real world, we'd go full flaps if we were going to be assured of a landing, but...
Santa Maria Tower, Trinidad 30417.
Sir 4620 Papa, pass for the I-8, I just entered it for you.
Okay, thank you. 20 Papa, have a nice day.
Sir 583, are you ready for taxi?
We are ready to taxi 583 West Hangar.
Pilatus 583, runway 29 taxi to Juliet Echo Alpha.
Little bouncer.
Runway 29 at Echo.
Okay, 29er via
It's
Juliet
kind of hard to
Echo
judge the flare in this thing.
29er at Echo.
I do that more than I would ever hope in the real world.
Santa Maria Tower, Trinidad 30417.
Okay, well, that was a really good procedure to fly. Getting the
John Wayne Ground,
unexpected traffic,
November,
and we kept 30 frames through that whole thing. That's good.
With Tango for
getting the unexpected vectors for traffic, getting
Sir 8121 November, John Wayne
the
Ground,
speed restriction.
20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
A1210, 20
Then I'll look
right,
at the chat here in a second.
taxi Bravo Kilo.
Sir, Julie Golf Taxi parking via Charlie, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And that is...
That's it. That's it. Parking via Charlie, and thanks.
And I thought, or looked at the wrong call sign, I thought you were on the rating system.
Nope, just having fun, but thanks for your help.
Pleasure. Who else was calling?
Santa Maria Tower, Trinidad
nice.
30417.
So these settings in Vulcan are great. I don't miss the shadows at all. Getting 30 frames here in a busy area. Very, very smooth.
Santa Maria Tower, go ahead.
417, I'm
And it's a
6
winner as far
miles
as
to
I'm
the north
concerned.
with Romeo requesting full stop.
30417, report midfield right.
6:30 right on time.
30.
Cocktail hour. Our family's been having
Right,
virtual
downwind runway
cocktail
30,
hours every Thursday or every Saturday.
Yeah, Brown Tower, Monday 293
On
Golf
Zoom.
is circling for
Okay,
downwind
so
for runway 26 right.
after landing checklist, we've got round power set, PNH is up, fuel pump is off, flaps up,
Guess 15.
Clear to land 26 right, Monday 293 Golf.
lights, landing is off. Securing airplane, power level 1000, fan is off, all the electronics are off. Avionics, make sure to cut off. Battery, alt, keys, caps, pin in. Okay, so let's just look at the chat. I'll catch up. Sorry for not looking at it while I was doing that, but that would be building bad habits. Okay. Yep. Do I use the second yoke? When my kids fly with me or buddies fly with me, they do. VATSIM, they have drones in PilotEdge, several hundred, if not 1,000 drones flying around to provide additional traffic, and some of them are military traffic, flying military training routes. The iPad holder is from My Go Flight, I think. She's a good controller. Yeah, pulled a little hard and late in the flare. You're exactly right. All right, everybody, thanks. Hope you're doing great. Stay safe, stay healthy, and not sure when the next stream will be, but I'll see you then.